Here is video of Violetta Walter moments after learning about her 40-year prison sentence for murdering Don Allen in his Clyde home. She was being taken from the courtroom to the jail before being sent to a prison to serve her time. She and her husband, Philip Walter, were both found guilty of murder, robbery, and theft of a firearm on Monday afternoon. Today, a Callahan County judge sentenced them each to 40 years for the murder, 20 years for robbery, and 10 for theft of a firearm. However, these sentences will be served at the same time, which means the Abilene couple will not serve more than 40 years each in prison. The murder of Don Allen quickly became a high-profile case. KTAB's Stacie Wirmel was at the crime scene that night, there for the Walters' arrest, and has covered this investigation for more than a year. And those are some of the reasons why Jim Allen is breaking the family's silence by sharing his thoughts with only KTAB's Stacie Wirmel. She now joins me here at the desk with the emotional interview. Stacie.
Well, Brittany, this whole week, this whole year has been an emotional roller coaster for this Clyde family, the law enforcement family, and the family of Violetta and Philip Walter. And today, Brittany, this roller coaster ride finally came to an end.
And that was what he always wanted to do. He wanted to be a peace officer in Abilene.
Jim Allen's son, Don, followed his dreams, even receiving a life-saving award.
He was walking on cloud nine. You could just tell he was ecstatic. This was his goal. This is what he wanted, and he achieved it.
But his law enforcement career was cut short.
It was murder, and there was no way around it.
Violetta and Philip Walter were found guilty of murdering his son.
And the whole accident, whatever, him putting this ad on the Craigslist, we just didn't expect anything like that to ever come about. But these people took advantage of that.
And now they are each sentenced to spend 40 years behind bars.
Well, obviously, we feel a little relieved. It's been a long year.
That started with a devastating phone call from his son's fiancée saying that Don is dead, and then seeing his son's lifeless body on his bedroom floor.
What gave you the strength to take the stand and talk about that thing?
I just knew it had to be told. It had to be told. It was not easy to do.
The sincerity of his testimony was certainly felt in the courtroom.
This week and a half has seemed like weeks. We are relieved.
Throughout this painful year, Jim Allen is still able to smile and talk about the kind of man his son Don was.
He was a great man, and he had devoted his life to serving his community.
Traits that he hopes will continue with a new member in the family.
We've got a brand new grandson, about a month old, and his name is Billy Don.
With this new life, he says they are able to move forward and honor their son, Officer Don Allen. And he told me the wounds they have from this whole ordeal now can finally start to heal. And Brittany, you saw that picture. He had his hands there. He told me that it hangs in their home now, and they're able to look at it every day and remember their son.
And now, as he said, a little bit move on and find some
Hopefully,
closure.
yes.
Thank you, Stacie, very much. Don Allen was 27 years old. He was months away from being married, and his final resting place is at a cemetery in Clyde. For a complete background on Don Allen's murder, click on the Officer Don Allen tab on BigCountryHomepage.com.